Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 16 of the Zoom. And today we're going to discuss an example of an eating plan that you may use. It works for me, but everybody's different. But why do we have this weekly Zoom? Well, obviously, it's a support group. We help and support each other. It helps us stay committed as well. It helps us stay motivated because we will face challenges. We get healthy nutrition tips in the process. Get some questions answered and have fun doing it and make some friends. So let us help you enjoy a healthy lifestyle. You can also join our Facebook group, the Wellness Support Group on Facebook. You can also join that. And you might have heard in the background a parrot making a noise here as well. One of the parrots. Now this week's tip, find an eating plan that works for you. We are all different. It might be intermittent fasting that works for you. It might be banting keto. It might just be changing the foods that you eat, or eating smaller portions, or eating less snacks. But everyone must try and find a plan that works for him or for her. Now, the plan to stand on a scale of 1 foot doesn't work like the image shows you there. That doesn't work. Now, weight management is obviously a global issue. Weight management is a global issue. It's a big problem. It has increased. The whole thing about obesity and type 2 diabetes increased by something 600% over 20 years' time, from the 1980s to over 2000, and it's kept on increasing like that year after year. So we know obesity rates have more than tripled over the past decades, which means things like metabolic syndrome, which includes other things like diabetes and stroke and heart disease and so on. But metabolic syndrome and other diseases then are on the rise, and they keep on rising. And that despite low-fat and fat-free lifestyles. Because we were taught in the 1980s, 1990s, and even recently still, that fat is bad, makes you fat, cut out fat. But we know that despite that, obesity rates and diabetes and these things actually keeps on increasing. So we'll find a way of weight management that will suit you. Here's just an example. I drew only for a few weeks a graph, as you can see here. I started on 91.7 kilograms initially. I didn't include all of my weeks on here, but you can see I've got some of them here. The last 8 weeks I've got on. But I started initially at 91.7, and you can see I go down and then up and down a bit, especially now that I've closer to my target. My target is 81 kilograms. So now you can see I go up and down, but you will notice also when it comes to ups and downs, there's, for example, an up, there's a down. That's the next up, but that up is lower than the one at 6 weeks. Okay? So next week I hope to be lower again than this value here of week 7. So I'm aiming to be 85 or less kilograms next Monday. And if this happens, don't get disheartened. It's normal that things go up and down. But if you see where you started and you know your goal is, then this shouldn't get you down. But I'm also showing this that what I'm doing works for me. And I'm going to share that with you. There are people that did something similar, and what I'm explaining tonight is what they've done, and this is what they've lost over a period of a couple of months. But again, it's not just weight that you lose, but also centimeters around the waist that makes a big difference. But you see in the photographs how much these people have lost. Carlos lost a lot. He lost a human and a half almost. 109 kilograms. Now remember that the weight you gained was over an extended period of time. It didn't happen overnight. I mean, you didn't go to bed in the morning, you're suddenly 20 kilograms heavier, although sometimes you think so. It happened obviously over a long period of time, 10 or 20 years even. So losing weight too fast is not healthy in any case. So don't expect to lose 50 kilograms in 1 month. That's totally unrealistic and unhealthy as well. And remember, you may have emotional challenges like comfort eating to address, which might make it difficult for you to stay with certain foods or to eat less. So we must also try and address that. sometimes that willpower must come in. Now we're looking for a way to lose weight that's based in nature but backed by science. Because we don't want to try a gimmick, we want to make sure something's going to work and it's going to be healthy for us. So find natural nutrients from whole food sources to help you increase your wellness. So you want to stay healthy while you're losing weight. And it must be good quality food that you use therefore. And backed by science, no fad diets. So find solutions that give you maximum nutrient absorption, utilization, and benefits. Solutions that are toxin-free. Reason for that is toxins are hormone disruptors. And hormone disruptors can also make you gain weight and can cause things like diabetes as well. So find things that are free of ingredients that can lead to weight gain, like preservatives, artificial sweeteners, and colorants. As a fact, colorants can be quite misleading. Like in the one fizzy drink, it says no sugar, but it says colorant in the ingredients, and then colorant in brackets, it says caramel, which is sugar. So you must also learn to read the labels. Now for weight management, here's an example what you can do. Now I've tweaked this slightly, but replace 2 meals with a good quality shake. Even if you do intermittent fasting, you can still follow this pattern. I use a good shake, but I only do it for breakfast. I don't do it for 2 meals. I do it for 1 meal. But that works for me. If you need to lose more weight, you might want to go for a plan where you use 2 or replace 2 meals with a shake. Okay. And as you can see there, you can take healthy snacks in between. But just be careful. Take low carb snacks or a herbal tea that will boost your metabolism. Okay. The shake that I use is one that I mix with water actually, but I cheat a bit with I take a little bit of milk, a little bit of water, because I like the taste a bit more then. It tastes very nice, but to me it tastes a bit nicer. But again, I don't have to lose that much weight. So I don't have to follow as strict a diet as this plan. But like I said, each one will find a plan that works for them. So find a good shake, get a healthy snack, and then obviously eat a balanced meal in the evening. But important, we need lots of protein if you want to lose weight. That is why it's important to find a good shake. It gives you a lot of protein. Now, if you want to learn more about this, watch week 15 and week 11 of the Zooms on my YouTube channel, because there you can find more information about the protein and how it plays a role in losing weight and the shakes involved and so on. So how much protein do you actually need? Now, that would depend obviously on your size, how much you weigh at the moment. Now for daily nutrition, the EFSA recommends daily consumption of 0.83 grams of good quality protein per kilogram of body weight. In other words, if you weigh 90 kilograms, you can see I've made a sum there in the middle. There's a sum there. If you weigh 90 kilograms, you need about 74.7 grams of protein. But now be careful. A 500 gram steak contains only about 25 to 40 grams protein, depending on the quality of the steak. So even if you eat a big steak, it still doesn't meet the protein requirements. A 200 gram chicken breast has about 40 grams and more protein. So chicken actually has more protein than a good steak. Now, why
74 grams per day or per meal?
No, that's per day. That's per day. Okay. So, so in other words, if you're 90 kilograms, you need 74 grams per day. But like I said, that means you need, like a steak example, you need about a kilogram steak to get to that type of amount. In chicken, you can get away with, let's say, about 300-400 grams of chicken breast to get to that amount. But I have a bit of a problem with this type of figure for the simple reason these figures normally only account for the maintenance or survival of the body, basically. But what about if you're exposed to toxins? Your body must now produce substances to destroy the toxins and remove the toxins from the body. What about now if you cut yourself and tissue must repair? What about if you get attacked by a germ and your body must make antibodies? So I personally believe you need a bit more protein than that, because it's not just about surviving, it's also about maintenance, repair, and growth and replacement of cells and stuff like that as well. So we need a high amount of proteins for growing children and teens as well, for pregnant and lactating women, and obviously when you're sick, because the body must make antibodies. And to lose weight. The reason for that is that your body will not lose muscle. You must lose fat, not muscle. You need to look for something that will prevent a spike in your sugar. So if you take a shake or any food type of thing, you need something that will prevent the spike. You would see there's a graph there in the middle that shows where the glucose, the blue line is where the glucose should be between two values. So basically, reading of 4 and 7 for argument's sake. Okay, if it's South Africa. But if you eat certain foods, you'll notice it can spike to way above. And what happens in your body makes too much insulin, and then your sugar drops very low again. And then you get hungry and you eat again. And you eat the wrong food, it spikes again. And you're on a roller coaster. And the problem is every time your sugar goes above that level, some of it can turn into fat. And that you don't want to happen. So if you want to use a replacement shake, you must look for something that's glycemic response control. Something that helps with that is fiber. So if you've got fiber in your food, that's very important. It helps with this. So when you eat a meal, it's always good to start with a fiber-rich vegetables, for example, at the start of your meal. Then your protein, and then if you eat starches after that. That helps to prevent a sugar spike. Another reason why you must look for a proper shake, a good shake, is look at the research done. Many of these shakes you find in the market contains toxins. You see, it's disgusting what you find in these shakes. Okay, I've got a Zoom specifically, can't remember which week, that says reading labels, learn to read labels. It would be a good idea to also go on my YouTube channel and find that Zoom on reading labels. But you can see here what they found, Organic Consumer Association, Clean Label Project, collagen shakes. They tested them, and you see arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury were in there. Mercury, 100% of the shakes had mercury in them. And mercury is a very terrible toxin. And if you look at some other products supposed to be BPA free, they still got BPA in it. So when you choose a shake, find a good one to replace the meal. Find one, for example, that's logos that says USDA organic, something like that. A seal like that's on. Okay. What must you look for in the shake? Well, look for, obviously there must be protein in there. But now important now, the protein must also have what you call a PDCAAS score of more than 1.3. Otherwise, it's very poorly absorbed by the body and you're wasting your money. It must also be complete with all 22 amino acids that your body needs, not just 14 or 15. Remember, some of them are essential. That's another reason why collagen shakes are not good, because they don't have all the amino acids in. They actually lack some essential amino acids which your body can't make. You need some of this protein process, the way the proteins are extracted from the soy or whatever source they use, because that protects the amino acids and maximizes the nutritional value. Glycemic response control must be part of it. But contain enzymes, also prebiotics, and that's where fiber comes in, because you need good probiotics to control the system. You need, okay, fiber. Contains 26 essential vitamins and minerals. No artificial ingredients, no artificial sweetness, no preservatives, no synthetic nothing. Because very often these artificial things and synthetic things are also hormone disruptors and things that actually contribute to weight gain. We actually want to lose weight. Now, I use a shake that does comply with all this. It's a New Life shake that I use. It's a biologically complete protein and it contains branched-chain amino acids, specifically leucine, isoleucine, and valine, because they're very important to promote lean muscle retention. Because, like I said, you want to lose fat, you don't want to lose muscle. So you need these specific amino acids to help you with that. Now, very often, if you go on a diet plan where you, for example, like I said, take a shake in the morning, a snack, then a shake for lunch, a snack, and then a balanced meal in the evening, you might end up being low in energy. It might, depending on which shake you use and what other food you eat in the process. So a lot of people then go for energy drinks. And we know energy drinks skyrocket. But unfortunately, many of these energy drinks actually contribute to the problem. So please refrain from energy drinks. They're not as healthy as people try to make it out to be. Rather get a herbal tea to boost your energy and metabolism. Now, the advantage of this is if it boosts metabolism, it helps you lose weight also. Now, for example, get a green or black and white teas, camellia sinensis, natural, it's got this natural caffeine, green tea extract, and so on. Or contains ginseng, and so you can read all the names there. Codonopsis pilosula root, and so on. You know, one of the tongue twisters, some of these names. Rhodiola rosea rhizome. No artificial colors or flavors or sweetness in there, no preservatives added. It's a totally natural one, with no artificial stimulants in there. Because this will also then help you lose weight. Okay? So you can use this as part of your snacks. Because obviously you must drink something. Because people that use a good herbal shake, like the New Life tea, which I showed a picture at the bottom there, what do they find? The appetite also decreases, which is also a good thing. The energy increases, the alertness increases, the focus increases. So a good herbal tea can help you lose weight because your appetite decreases as well as metabolism increases. Now the weight table, as you can see the weight table there. Now, unfortunately this week I was a bit naughty. I gained a bit of weight. So I must make a plan next week because I must set the example. Fortunately, I'm close to my target weight. Not that far off. Linda, as you can see there, unfortunately went up a bit. And Janet, I don't know, she hasn't given me the information yet. So I can't add that in. Remember, this is a voluntary table. You want, because this helps you stay accountable. You say, there's a pattern. Other people see what happened to me. Okay, that was weight gain, weight loss. I see I made a mistake with Linda's one. That plus 950 must be week 3, actually. But okay. Keeping a table like this is important because it helps you to see your progress and it can help you motivate you in the end. And even if you don't succeed 1 week, it doesn't matter, hang in there. Just keep on trying. Okay, summary. To lose weight, you do not only have to change what you eat, but choose to take supplements if you use supplements, and I advise that you use supplements and adopt a new lifestyle, a whole eating plan. But it must be one that's sustainable. For example, last night I even had some ice cream. Maybe that's part of the reason why I didn't lose as much weight as I was supposed to. I actually gained some weight. But if you're going to starve yourself of treats, then you're sometimes going to binge. So be careful of that as well. Okay. Find a lifestyle that will boost your metabolism, like the herbal tea I mentioned. Avoid toxins and detox the home and body. Avoid artificial sweeteners and preservatives. Consume enough fiber, fat, and protein. That's why the good shake is so important. Read the label to make smart choices. Choose wisely what you eat. Use whole food supplements to ensure that you do get all nutrients in your diet. Because if you start following an eating plan like the one I suggested tonight, a shake, a snack, a shake, a snack, and a meal in the evening, depending on what quality shake you use, you might miss out on certain nutrients. So it might be advisable to find a good whole food supplement to help, like a multivitamin mineral supplement as well. So choose a healthy eating plan that you can maintain in the long run. That's important. Okay? It's okay to struggle. It's not okay to give up on yourself or your dreams. That's what I'm saying it is. You struggle, it's fine. That's why we're here. That's why we've got a support group to help you. So you can communicate with us and share your struggles, and we can maybe we've got some answers for you in the end as well. That's my YouTube channel. If you want to look for it on YouTube, I'm David Rensburg. You'll find all the recordings of the past Zooms as well, plus other health and nutrition videos also that will give you some good tips. Like this one is silent killers in our homes, which talks about those toxins and stuff in the home that can actually cause health problems like weight gain and diabetes and so on. For more information, obviously, it may be time for you to change your buying habits. Contact me. Okay. or go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, because every now and then I put a new video on. Every week at least a weight loss one goes on. Remember, all this that I'm talking about comes from a primary healthcare perspective. It's not a doctor's prescription. It's things that I would do, like tonight's talk, but basically what I'm doing in terms of how I'm losing weight. And as you can see, I started at 91.7. I am about 6 kilograms down, and that is a couple of months. So it's at a healthy rate that I'm losing my weight as well. Well, thank you for watching, but I've got a little surprise for you as well, in terms of a video, because I so often talk about we must look at what we eat and we read labels and be careful. Now, this video is on olive oil, because olive oil is supposed to be a good oil. Yes, it is a good oil if you find a good quality olive oil. Okay, preferably not boil it, rather low temperatures or salads. But listen to this one. It's actually shocking. You might have been buying a good quality virgin olive oil, which in the end might not have actually be olive oil for all you know. But watch the video. Enjoy.
Olive oil fraud has been around for thousands of years, but as
this is a concern. Olive oil is supposed to be healthy, but fraud. And we also find this in other places as well, not just with olive oil. And that's one of the concerns why people struggle to lose weight as well, because the food that they eat, the quality of the food, the things in there, they think they get a good food, it's not a good food, stuff like that. So find a good, healthy lifestyle plan you can follow to lose weight, but find also good quality food as part of that plan so that you can maintain.